Ah, what a beautiful location here at the good old Horizon Central. Oh, that's not where I was supposed to be, right? Right. Interestingly enough, I don't know why, but there just seems to be something interesting going on about doing the casting alone. Whenever I go to the Horizon Central, it kind of tends to lag a bit. But that usually goes for the. Oh, hello, hand. Now, wait. I did not even realize that I was live in the first place, am I? Hello, boys and girls. Guess that I definitely must have underestimated myself. Anyway, my name is the Challenger. The Challenger of the Challengers. The German Challenger is a specific challenger of the challenging decades. So many challenges going up into the goals, and my challenger go for no reason at all. Now, let's see what we have in the promotion. It's the 9th of March. You know what that means. It's the day of Hatsune Miku, baby. Now, there's the Horizon Central. Shall we go there? We may visit them for a brief moment. First, I do need to make sure that I grab my controllers. Those are the medical touch controllers. I'm already aware of my hearing properties. So let's go have a little visit and see how it goes in the Horizon Central. You probably know how unique it is in the Horizon Central. We will get to Race Club in a moment. But for now, we do want to take a quick visit to Horizon Central. Oh, microphone off. Here we have Horizon Central. Welcome, Fantasy 83. She's dressed. Ah, there's Fantasy 83. Apollo. Apollo Shale? Why is everyone on top of each other? We got Rabbit, we got Roger's fam. We got pretty much everyone here. And of course, it even mentioned my name. The Meta Horizon name. Welcome, Challenger 3830. Now back to Loft. And this is the beautiful location of good old Horizon Central. And there's even Shop Central as well. The Horizon Central, the beautiful location of the MetaQuest family. And you know what else is beautiful? A new update on Race Club. Note point 5.8. Let's get on. Now, let's go ahead and have a look at the Hot Lab game mode, where we have a look at the Hot Lab and do it as usual. I was originally going to be at the top 50, maybe lower than in the top 50. Interestingly enough, Marco Capelli, the race club staff, Discord staff, actually set a very solid lap time of 104, 180. Now, I sit at a pretty stunning 25th place, where my score is only 2 seconds behind the leader. And the leader is Avi. 104153 minus 106563. Now you probably noticed that the soundtrack, the music is not being played. That's because the sound options is there. Let's go turn on the music. Alright, let's turn that one down. Now, there's something very important. Because now, since the sound options is there, I don't have to lower my game audio significantly anymore. I can now keep the app audio relatively high. So we're gonna set it at about 80%. And I can keep track and visualize on the OBS software. This was gonna be good. So I said that a pretty solid 25 position in White Peaks, 37 on Quicksand, 48 in Middle Ground, and 37 in Les Arcs. It looks like I'm not going to be in the top 50 for long in Middle Ground, but that's fine. Race mode is still coming soon. In the Formula Electric category, 13 in White Peaks, 15 in Quicksand, 12 in Middle Ground, and 13 in Les Arcs. Still in the top 20. Oh, there is a warning sign going on here in Germany. Because I'm hearing the whining, the warning siren. They usually happen 3 times. And they usually indicate warnings for, let's say, weather or something. I live next to a military, so it's kind of ironic to live next to a military position. But today is where we do the same thing. We did the duels of Formula V12, which, spoiler alert, we completed almost all of them except for Les Arcs. We're gonna do the same thing with this, where we have all 4 tracks. And so we're gonna try to get to a more prominent score. Our target would be level 5 or higher. And we will stop at level 9 or 12. So let's go ahead and get on with this one, a bad boy. I do want to make sure I have some tea. How much tea do I have? Oh, I don't have much left. Better to take a sip of it now. Because once I get on, I don't think I would have any more tea. And besides, it's almost 11 p.m. anyway. Still gonna be needing this. In the dual mode. Let's go set the level to level 1. And let's get to racing. Do want to make sure that I know for this one. I wonder if this is good enough though, because I could definitely hear myself maybe. Yeah. Alright, let's do the acceleration while this is happening. And I could definitely feel myself getting on with it. This is how it will go. I could adjust the audio if I need to, which is going to be having to exit. So we're just going to set the main volume at 30%. Everything else is at 100% except for the music volume. But let's go give it a quick music listen one more time. Alright, let's mute the music. Did some minor adjustments. And this looks pretty good. Yep, nice. Looks like we're ready. With that being said, set back to level 1 and let's go racing. On White Peaks. Target level 5. Matador 88. Which should be pretty easy actually. With the Jaguar TCS style racing motor. First target, Cali 13. Position 30, which is level 1. And let me tell you, that player actually has quite a solid looking vehicle. The vehicle is pretty hypnotic, pink and purple, which is definitely a solid design choice, or gets the three color choice, pink, purple, white. Mine is just black and red because of my aesthetic. Oops. And as always, if I want to go through the chat in the Twitch app, I have the Twitch app open as always, and then I just need to do a little bit of cross-eyeing, which is no problem for me because I'm used to cross-eyeing. Maybe I should buy myself an R-Zone from Tiger, but nah. The R-Zone is known for having headaches. Now, Mikyu Day is a very important part, which is March 9th. And then right after Mikyu Day is Mario Day, March 10th. Let's see, Christopher Renner is up next, and there's my ghost count. It's personal best, or in this case, your best session. I went off track just to be sure. We have Christopher Renner using a gray, yellow, and orange. Or brown, I guess. But for Mikyu Day, my skin, I feel like my skin could have used pink, turquoise, and green, neon green. But nah, I'm just gonna stick to my aesthetic, my challenge aesthetic. Oh, I did not switch the power motor attack because it switched back to normal mode because I mean we did not quite set it properly. But now that I got that one done, or going right on the last corner was that's still enough anyway. For the first 10 levels we usually have a lot of time. But let's set it to lean, or in this case save mode. Wait, what's the target? Ah, there it is. Kane Jubabowski. No, wait, no. Kane Jakubowski, sorry. And then the next level ahead of that after would be Tommy Heckman. It's kind of funny to see my best session just sliding around all over the place, whereas we are cruising effortlessly. most electric motor racing in the world. Taking a tunnel at 200 kilometers an hour on average is pretty good. We just need to go over the curb, but not all four-wheelers into the curb because we will get a penalty if we do. Track limits. Ooh, that was a pretty solid entry from the first corner of the second sector. And then we just need to weave a little bit. Straight on the throttle and then just ease our way through the electricity. The power guides us all. Well, except if we have a taser, of course. Which I highly doubt anyone would have inside their racing car. Nobody should have a taser. Although I have heard that in the United States, tasers are legal. Anyone can own it. Because they're not considered firearms, whereas they are a prohibited firearm in Canada. I bet the same thing will happen in Australia as well. We are level 5. Oh yeah, I should probably also explain again how the duels work. In the duels game mode, you will fight against, you race your own lap time against 30 levels of AI challengers, with each level increasing in lap time. Penalties do apply, as we just saw. I got a 2-second slowdown penalty, which all it does is just prevents you from using the throttle. But once that time is up, it immediately lifts that restriction and you get to use the throttle. It reminds me of Assetto Corsa, where if you take a track limit, you would have like a certain slowdown limit where you have a slowdown penalty where you have to lift the throttle, literally let go of the throttle entirely, or go below a certain speed. I think the speed limit was 35 kilometers an hour. I honestly cannot really remember because I have not even played Assetto Corsa with penalties turned on. I only played F124 with penalties, and that's it. Oh, I didn't realize we're already at level 6. Kim 24 is our target, and that's pretty easy. Ooh, another pink, purple, and white color scheme for level 7 with Jody. Wait, where is he? Oh, he was right in front of me, alright. Very, very close to me. It's a ghost car, so I don't expect much. Ah, there you go, now he's just behind me. Seems like the first sector is where we will have a lot of competition, but then the other sectors not so much. It depends. So I'm gonna set it to normal mode after this. Actually, no, let's go full attack. And we move up another level. Oh, whoops, I accidentally did the rookie mistake. Riding the throttle while braking. Kind of reminds me of the team radio that I kind of forgot the transcription of. But you probably get what I'm talking about. Somebody was riding the throttle a little bit under braking, and that definitely causes some slowing down on pacing. Maybe I should play F1 Manager again. I have all three F1 Manager titles actually. F1 Manager 22, 23, and 24. And I also have the F1 titles, F1 2021, 22, 23, and 24. And the MotoGP titles, I have MotoGP 22 on the Nintendo Switch. For the Xbox, I have the MotoGP 24 and 25. And I'm not going to be able to get MotoGP 26 because my Xbox One is locked out of that one. Only exclusive to the next gen console of Xbox Series. Which is such a shame, man. The generation of where my current console is, the era is ending. But good news is, the service continues. So in this case I might probably will have to wait for it to be dropping onto Game Pass. But then there's the different problem. The Game Pass is now gone surprisingly expensive lately. I think now it costs 25 euros a month for the ultimate subscription. I'm not quite ready to drop that much money on that one because I mean, it used to be 15 bucks. Maybe 16, I don't know. Energy says that level 10, second sector, 80%. Which is pretty good actually. We should be able to get like 50 laps through White Peaks. Which is quite solid. Calculating wise the Formula E standards without pit boost. Which interestingly enough, there is a new race planned. Well, in this case, there's going to be a new track sooner or later at Madrid. And then, after Madrid, we head on to a double header in Berlin at the iconic Temple Hop. The one that I attended at the 2024 round 9. I attended Formula E at my favorite location, the Temple Hop Airport, for the 2024 San Minimo Berlin Grand Prix round 9. And the way this was with a €5 ticket, or I guess in this case an e-ticket, and I even got the overtake upgrade, which means I got access to the pit lane, the pit walk. It was incredible. I even attended the gaming arena, where I was with R Factor 2 Temple Hall with the old layout from Season 9, because the Season 10 actually had a new layout, which is much faster. And I even rooted for Jaguar TCS to have one of those drivers win. And I was correct. Nick Cassidy won that one. The round where I attended, round 9, sponsored by Sun Mini Meal. So glad it wasn't sponsored by HelloFresh though. HelloFresh is arguably very bad. Sun Mini Meal is a very good one. Now, while Formula Electric here in Race Club isn't as fast as the Gen 3 for Formula E cars, they are still very fun to drive, and they sound just like Jaguar TCS Racing, one of my favorite teams. Just like Hatsune Miku, everyone's favorite idol, pop star, Vocaloid, and even I love her too. I love Hatsune Miku as much as anyone. I think my favorite song just so happened to be Mesmerizer. There's nothing that can be better than this on a special Meteor Day. Ooh, yes, a light blue, gray, and white. IFA 99. Gonna do a Formula Drift for this one to celebrate that one. Oh, that was too much and I hit the button. That's still good enough though. Let's go pull over. Let's find a safe spot to pull over. Maybe here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do this lap and then I'm just gonna stop at the pit entry. Even though that one is closed. Switch back to normal mode from attack to normal. And start preserving energy by lifting and coasting. Isn't it just beautiful? Oh yeah, I can do the drifting now. And the way the engine motor sounds like is based on the speed, not the RPM. Let's see how close we got to the barrier. Well, that's a pretty good one. I say about 3 minutes of distance. On to quicksand. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're wondering, those 12 levels gave us 150 kilometers done. Oh wait, no, that's actually from other racing. Because I actually did 24 laps on this one. Double than that. And the game progression for me says Formula V12, 4 completed in hot lap, 4 completed in AI duel, 4 completed in hot lap for electric, and we will also aim for that one as well, because we have 1 completed. Our engagement, the total part of Race Club, because we are a race club after all. Oh, jeez, bless me. Is 707 kilometers, 120 laps. Now we go to quicksand, the most cornering track on Race Club. Here we go. Christopher Renner will be our first. No, Califati will be our first target. Christopher Renner will be next. I wonder if I can take a screenshot. Nice. I'll be sure to share that with Notebook LM. Now we go through these zigzag corners and then just go all in on this long straight. There are 2 fairly long straights and 2 chicanes, which we're about to approach after this corner. There you go, we're at 3rd sector, sector 3. And we now get to the double chicane. Breathing, right, left, right, left. Because we are the king of tires. Or I guess the king of club. Onto level 2 with Christopher. I'm just gonna intentionally slow down to let the ghost car catch up to me. Ah, there it is. This one definitely is more competitive. And that's what we want, the light side of competitiveness. Whoops. There's no damage on the car, and the damage is always turned off in this game. after. It was at this moment when I realized that something was wrong with this track right here. And not to mention the whole time I'm racing. Sliding around was like pushing through for everything. I treat my whole life for this career. After all. Already making pretty solid progress. And there's Kane again. With the beautiful purple and pink design. Or purpling pink, as I could call it. Almost reminds me of the purple in Minecraft. There's Tommy with also that beautiful purple pink design. Looks like we got a 2-second slowdown penalty at the final corner of level 4, but that does not matter because we complete level 4 and head on to level 5. For this one I will try to beat my ghost car from level 2. So we're gonna have to go full attack again. Oh, I got the first sector delta minus 404, which reminds me of that error code 404. That was a pretty solid run. 127,780. And we complete our target. So yeah, I should probably address what my day has been going. And it's been going pretty good actually. I've actually been studying on some really interesting scenarios and topics that I kind of wanted to discuss about. One of them that I found really good was difference between radio frequency and infrared. Infrared really has been a very good thing because the ad games, Sega Genesis, uses these bad boys. Wow, that was a solid attempt at trying to go flat out of the chicanes. But yeah, I definitely realized that infrared definitely is a no-no. Because the frequency, there's just always that line of sight in place. Oh, what happened? Looks like I just collided with the barrier. It's that Formula V12 all over again. I don't think I will be able to get much more energy like this, so I'm gonna have to back up a little bit to get some speed from the straight. About here should be good enough. But yeah, I definitely realized that the line of sight. Oh, quick side circuit. Wow. Where was I? I realized that the line of sight of the infrared is definitely not a good solution. So now we can contrast this to the Metaquest 2. Okay, I cut the corner, but did not get the penalty. Corner 1. Anyway, contrast this with the radio frequency and the 60 OF of the Metaquest 2 and the Metaquest touch controllers that I'm holding. You can tell a clear difference. I can move my hand around and it's almost like a real time. It's almost as if I'm moving my actual body, and that is indeed true. Let's set the brake bias to -2. Okay, that did not make much. I think it went more in the rear. I guess more front, so +2. Unless it's always braking to the rear. We can always adjust if we need to. And we don't need so much region anymore. Jody Drum 65, another beautiful purple design. And I think for the second sector I could just set it straight to 0, the brake bias. And region back to 0. There's always that track limit testing, and we always try to get close to the limit as possible, but not overshoot it. I can tell how brave I am going through these chicanes. I just took flat out, no problem. Do you think the Ghost Guard's still able to catch up to me and beat my score? 780? Make it... Oh no, 167. Gonna have to try to beat my score again. I don't want that 6-7. Oh, there goes my score. Let's just restart from here. Ah, looks like I got a 3-second slowdown penalty for track limits. I guess we could just conclude there with that 6-7. I don't know why there's that thing. The 6-7 is just super annoying. Let's just pull over right about here. And we finish off at level 9. Target completed at level 5. After solid progress. Up next, middle ground. And on we go. Before I go through this, what time is it? It's 11:34 p.m. Cali 13 is our first target. Onto the corner. Still plenty of room. I definitely realized that this would be the final stream of Race Club for now, because we do want to do some racing once it comes out. I'll be more than happy to do another live stream for this one, but it will take a while once that update releases. Oops. Ooh. I need to loosen my headset for a moment, because it's starting to get a bit warm in here. And then I realized that the reason why I was getting or feeling quite hot was because of pressure. It's pretty comfy with the silicone cover, but it can get quite warm or sweaty. Even though it's not even the sweat, it's the force. Which is why we should always set the pressure to be just right. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to give you an update. We're at level 3 now. This time I'm gonna slow down in that corner because I kept going into the grass. Let's try to adjust to get more view. There you go. On to level 4 with Tommy. I just saw myself. I just saw my ghost car go into the grass behind me. Now once I get past the... once I enter the tunnel, I'm gonna look behind me again. There you go. It does me hitting the barrier. And mine is now clean. It's gonna be a very clean lap actually. Never mind, it was me going into the grass and getting dirty with the penalty. Definitely not worth setting the lap time for. But I almost had it. On to level 5 with Matador. I think it reminds me of that song The Bull and the Matador by Ian Livingston. that was used in F122. What's nice is that the sector times are also being reported on the NFD. Got another slowdown penalty. Definitely not gonna let that one be part of the ghost car. Where's the ghost car? There it is.